good? What's going on, everybody? You already know who this is, and it's definitely your favorite soulful child. Yeah, Shark coming back to you once again in the trench work, and welcome back to Trenches State Academy. All right, I'm your favorite FOREX psychologist, mentor, goddess, and friend. Tap into the trench work with you to help you elevate into the market, understand yourself in the market, and always master the inner you so that you can be able to master the market. All right, so today we're coming brief, coming short, but I want to make sure you guys are tapped in. So if you're not tapped into the mastermind course onto Facebook, make sure you guys are tapped into that. All right, if you're watching this video, you should be tapped into the mastermind course onto Facebook. All right, that's the group where a lot of these informational videos such as so along with the academy can help you elevate into your trading. All right, so are you ready? Because I'm ready. I'm ready to tell you what I came to give you today. All right, so let's dive in deep. Let's get our pen and paper money makers. All right, so today we're going to talk about the 10 rules of trading. All right, well, 10 rules to trading, doesn't matter. 10 rules to trading. There are so many things that goes into the market. It's not just about quick money. All right, so I want you to remember, trading is a skill set, not a get rich quick scheme. Say it one more time for all the people in the back. I want you to remember that trading is a skill set, not a get rich quick scheme. All right, these 10 rules to trading should help you not only understand yourself, but understand that you're not alone. Understand that all traders that decide to trade go through these attributes or these ups and downs in the market. So if you stick to these 10 rules, you'll be able to not only stay in the game for the long run, but you'll be elevating your knowledge as you go. All right. So before we get started, I always gotta give y'all this disclaimer. It's for me, it's for you, to let you know no one has made you or is making you trade in the foreign exchange market. All right. These are facts that you can use not only in the foreign exchange market, but financial markets, period. Whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, futures, bonds, Forex, does not matter. It's all the same market. All right, so no one's making you trade. You know there's risk into the market. We know that these things such as margins and utilized leverages can increase these risks. All right, so be careful when you get into the market. Know that it's up to you. And I want you to always never trade money that you are depending on. All right. Never trade money that you're dependent on. Never trade money that you're not willing to lose into the foreign exchange market or the financial market, period. All right. All right. Yes, it's a hot surface. So don't touch. If you don't plan on getting burnt in the kitchen a little bit, because we know when we bake in grease, well, I said it backwards. When we're baking bacon, right? When we cooking bacon on the stove, it's hot, it pops you. Sometimes it leaves you with a burn. All right, so don't touch it if you're not willing to get into the kitchen. All right. So now let's get into it. All right, we're gonna talk about again the 10 rules to trading. Again, we're gonna talk about 10 rules to trading. These 10 rules should help you along the way. All right, so let's learn about them. The first rule to trading is to never give up. All right, do not give up. You never know how close you really are. All right, you could be digging and grinding for that goal, and then you give up and realize 10, 20 years down the line, you was closer than you thought. Now you got to start over if you decide you want to start over. Maybe it's too late to start over. I don't know, but never, ever give up on your goals. All right, you put the goals out there. For some reason you wanted to learn how to trade, although we know money is involved, but there's a deeper reason there that you wanted to learn how to trade in the foreign exchange market or how to trade in financial market periods, whether it was just for stocks, whether it was just for Forex or whatever the reason was. There's a deeper reason than just money. There's a reason why you need this money that you're searching so hard to get to obtain this passive income. So whether you're just starting, whether you've been in it for 1, 2, 3 years, or whether you've been in for 10 years on and off, look, it's time to actually get this game started. Let's start on from ground zero, starting today. And let's not ever give up on our goals. All right. Does not matter what level you are or what level you're starting at. If you gave up at some point in time, it's time to start right now to not give up. Trust me, I have my moments. I have my moments as well. And I'm telling you this because I'm in the game. And I am being in the game 10, 20 years from now. All right. Because I don't have a desire to give up on myself. Do I have doubts? Yes. Do I get down sometimes? Yes. But you have to have the ability, the willpower to not give up on yourself. Okay. So let's dive on to number 2, the second reason. The second rule to trading. All right. So come on, dive in with me. The second rule to trading is to start small, people. Start small. All right. It's like planting your seed. Plant your seed, water it, and trust the process. I remember when I was a kid, my mom had this tree. All right, she planted this tree when it was just a seed, right? As you can see right here. She planted when it was just a seed. And I remember when it became a little sprout. And I was just talking to my mom all the time. She would put this board against the tree to help it stand up, right? Give it some training ability going on. And I would talk about it because I'm like, why? This tree been here for I don't know how long. It hasn't grown that much. It's not going to ever grow. Why are you still trying? All right. And I remember she never gave up on this because she knew the end result, whether she was going to be able to see it or not. She knew the end result that this was one day going to be a tree that shed the earth, right? That gives shade to the earth, all right? She knew that this tree one day would be a good asset to the yard. So she saw the longer picture, the bigger picture. I only saw the small picture, which was at the moment, it was a little sprout. Now, as I think about it, the tree actually took a while for it to get to that sprout. Today, now, that tree is no longer just a seed. It's not even just a sprout anymore. It's a tree. And it took years for this tree to develop. So why am I telling you this in the foreign exchange market or the market period? It's going to take time for you to develop your skills. All right, knowing what you like, what you don't like. It's going to take time for you to keep the faith, to hold on to the faith. When you plant a seed and you put it in the ground, you don't know if it's actually going to plant. You don't know how long it's going to take for it to come about the ground. You don't know if it's actually going to come off the ground. But if you give dedication to that plant, all right, as it started small, you water it. All right, you trust your process. You put your faith in it. No matter what the doubts are, you start small. You are able to now witness the process. So that's why you have to trust your process. First, you plant your seed, then you water it, and then you trust your process. All right, trust your process. All right, start small. All right, so let's move on a little bit deeper. Trust yourself. And as you trust yourself, let's go dive into rule number 3. Rule number 3, is to trade a good strategy. I love this part when it comes to this rule. Trade a good strategy, all right? So many people are coming in with all these crazy strategies. They are bold, right? They're bold. They're telling you this is the perfect strategy. You should use it. It's good. It's that good. But then you get that strategy, you put it on your live trade, and you hit the first time. You're like, yes. Then you miss the second time. You miss the third time. You're still missing. Now you don't even think it's a good strategy. That's because one, no strategy is a perfect strategy, no matter how bold it is. All right. You got to see if it plays out for you, if it pays off for you, all right? Which means you have to back test it. You have to do 100 trades. Some people do 10 back tests and be like, okay, out of 10 trades, I got a good 6. So that's a good percent for 10 trades, but let's do 100 trades. Out of 100 trades, what's the percentages for you using this strategy? All right, going off of what you see, back test it, see where it takes you, all right? Because no strategy is a perfect strategy. What works for one trade or one chart won't work for the next, because we all know when you're using currency, or whether you're doing futures, whether you're doing gold, or whether you're doing oil, we know that these currencies, all right, these commodities, these things to trade in the market, they have different characteristics. They have different personalities. So not everything works with the same person. All right. This one thing for you may not work for another person. A studying strategy may not work for Your brother, although y'all twins like me, I have a twin brother. He don't need to read that hard to understand. Like, he can read right now, and boom, he got it. I have to read over and over and over and over and over. And at the end results, we both get 100. I just had to study a little bit. I had to study a little different, all right, because his strategy didn't work for me. And my strategy may be annoying for him. All right, so no strategy is the best strategy. Find out what strategy works for you and trade it. All right, trade a good strategy. You have to say it again, you have to study these strategies. You can't just put them into the market and then expect them to go to your way you want. It's a numbers game. Put them in the market, back test it before you put it into your live account. All right, trade a strategy that you have tested hundreds of times into the market before you play it. All right, so move on to rule number 4. All right, it's all about consistency. We have to trust the process. We have to trade a good strategy. We have to not give up on ourselves. All right, so we have more rules to go. Like we said, it's 10 rules to trading. So let's dive a little deeper. All right, consistency. Number 4, track your results. Remember I was talking about back testing? This is how you track your results in the market. You back test it. All right, track your process. Just like if you're training in the gym, you want to get bigger. You have to write down, if I started off with 10 pounds, all right, them 10 pounds have to go until I can push those 10 pounds 100 times without it hurting. Now I'm going to up my lever to 20 pounds. All right. And then 2 weeks from now, I'm going to up it to 30 pounds. And by the end of this month or next month, I'm at 100 pounds pushing consistently. And I know I started off a month and a half ago or a month ago, I started off only doing 30 pounds, 20 pounds, 10 pounds. Track your process. Back testing is an important key asset into trading, because if you don't back test a strategy, you won't know how many wins did you get over this year, how many wins did you get over this month using that strategy. Not all strategy produce 100 trades in a month. It may only produce 100 trades within a year, and within that month only probably gave you 4 chances to catch that good trade using the strategy. All right, and out of that 4 of that month, you probably only got 2 out of 4. So that's a 50% trade. Well, 50% strategy trade, 50% trade for that strategy for that month. All right, but what is the overall strategy? If we take the strategy and put it for a year, what's the calculation of it? If you don't know, this is where you're having the problem at. You don't know what strategy actually worked for you. All right, you don't know which chart it works the best on. So back testing is key in tracking your results. Say it one more time, we're gonna move on. Back testing is key to tracking your results. So track your results. All right. We know, number 1, we can't give up on ourselves. We know that we have to trade with a good strategy. We know we have to trust our process, right? And we also have to track our results. So what's the next thing we gotta do? The next thing we gotta do, guys, is number 5. Do not break your rules. Man, it's like a diet. When you first start that diet, trust me, you're gonna break it. You're gonna want a hamburger, you're gonna have a cheeseburger, you're gonna want a pizza, you're gonna want the ice cream, you're gonna want chips, you're gonna want all that crazy stuff. It's just like when you start driving, everybody wanna get in the sports car and take off. But we have rules into play where we cannot drink and drive. We cannot drive on the cell phone. It's illegal to drive without a seatbelt. It's illegal to go over the speed limit. It's illegal to do a U-turn in the middle of the highway. All right, it's a lot of things we can't do on the road, but as we become an adult, we have those privileges to now become a driver. And as we grow, we know what we can and cannot do through experiences, through the rules that was given to us when we took the test. And some of us learn the hard way. Some of us has to go to jail. Someone has to pay a ticket. When you eat that burger, someone has to learn the hard way. You get pushed back on your results, right? This month you didn't see any results. You actually gained weight instead of lost weight because you ate that burger, you ate that hamburger, you ate that cheeseburger. You were just binging. All right, because you missed the feeling of fattening food. That's the same thing when it comes to trading. Trading is no different from a diet, except you got to take that diet and change it to a lifestyle. All right, people mess up on a diet because they only see it for temporary. When you think about a diet, it's temporary, but when you think about lifestyle, it's forever. So when you think about trading, or you think about something that you want to do in life, stop thinking about the short term of it. Stop thinking about the short picture of it. Think about the bigger picture. Think about it as a lifestyle. What are you doing to change this lifestyle for you? Okay. What are you doing again to change this lifestyle for you? You have to not break your rules. Is it going to take time for you to stop breaking your rules? Yes. If you love chocolate and you're going to quit chocolate, it's going to take you time to stop thinking about chocolate, to stop craving it, to stop smelling it, because you have a bigger picture in the mind. You have a bigger picture goal, right? So do not break your rules. And if you do break your rules, you just learned the hard way. Like when you got on the highway, you went 10 over speed limit, you got your first ticket. Now you have to pay out of pocket $200, $300, $400, $500, depends on what your state is. You have to pay out of pocket that amount for breaking the rules. But did that stop you from getting back on the road? No, you got right back on the road. So when you think about trading, don't let one hiccup stop you from trading. All right, one ticket. Just think about it, every time you lose a trade, it's just a ticket for you speeding. All right, you broke your rules, you speed right past to it. Maybe it didn't work out this time, so you had to get a ticket, right? Because we know that all strategies are not the perfect strategy. We're going to win some, we're going to lose some. So think of it. It's a ticket that I have to pay out of pocket, but I'm going to get back on the road and I'm going to try it again. All right, so we've got 5 rules up to this point of what to do when you think about trading. All right, 10 rules of trading. We got 5 more, so let's dive in. I want you guys to keep these in your mind because it's going to help you in the long run. People think because you break your rules or you have doubtful days, they think, oh, it's the end of the world. Trading is a scam. It doesn't work. It only doesn't work because you didn't keep going. It only doesn't work because you didn't understand something about it. It only doesn't work because you didn't stick to your rules. And when you broke outside of your rules, you didn't jump back on the road and try it again. Keep trying, guys. All right. So number 6, we dive right on into it some more, is to have break-even stops. We talk about risk management all the time into Tristan State Academy. And if you have not joined Tristan State Academy, guys, you got to join it. You got to dive in and just see so much that you can learn into the market. All right, these videos are here forever. All right, so sticking to what we got today, we talk about risk management so much into the trading, into Tristan State Academy, to where it's like clockwork. All right, you want to break even. Some people love to break even because they're not losing money, right? You trade your trade into stop loss. You have a good risk management plan. All right, when you break even and you see where, okay, trade not going my way, I'm gonna break even here. You can lose profit, you can gain profit. Excuse me, but by breaking even, it doesn't put you in a hole as much. All right, so that's why risk management is important. It's very important. All right. Like my 2 guys right here, we'll call them Steve and Jerry. Steve and Jerry right here, they're having a conversation about risk management, right? So Steve says, but this guy says if I put my saving in his Florida Diamond mine, I'll triple my money in 6 months. It'll be easy on the street. All right. Jerry says, don't do it. Chicken in pot better than turkey in orbit. All right. Which means saying, okay, don't put all your eggs in one basket, basically. All right. You don't know it's going to work. It's like FOREX. You don't put all your money into one trade and then it don't work. Oh my goodness, it's a scam. No, you put all your eggs in one basket. You didn't have nothing over here, nothing over there. You didn't risk manage your trade accordingly. Breaking even, all right, helps you risk manage your trades accordingly. So having break-even stops help you. All right, it helps you not lose as much money as you could if you're going in a different direction, or if your analysis for some reason are wrong, or for some reason you're just very doubtful in the market. Having those break-even stops help you with the confidence. All right, so we're almost there. Pushing forward to number 7. The 7 rule to trading or of trading is do not overtrade. I cannot stress this enough. You'll be amazed how many people overtrade. I had to do 1,000 trades this month. When this month only produced 2 trades with that strategy that you love so much. It's not working because with the strategy and rules that you have put into play, that you learned you learned from someone, or you heard somebody say that it worked for them, and now you put it into your live trade, right? Which is the wrong thing to do. You want to do it 100 times so you can get a lot of money, but they only produce 4 times or 2 times within this month, and they only hit 1 time out of those 2 times, or out of those 4 times in this month. All right, a loser's true problem is not account size, but over trading and sloppy money management. You have to stick to your guts, man. When you start to overtrade, you start to manage and prioritize your trading account wrong. Okay? Stop overtrading. With that particular trade, last month, it only gave 6 trade opportunities, and you hit 4 out of 6. Okay? This month, that same opportunity with that same trade came, and it only produced 3 trades. And it only hit, which means took profit, 1 out of 3 this month. So you had 6 trades last month and only 4 out of 6 profit. All right. And then this month you had 3 trades and only 1 out of 3 profit. Right? So now you got to keep that in mind. What's the risk of that? What is your percentage now? All right, using that particular trade on that particular chart. Can you find a different chart with those rules in play, those same rules that you have put into play, whether it's using M's and W's, double tops, double bottoms, or whether you're looking at reversal trades, or whatever rules that you're using for a particular strategy. If you use it on this chart, all right, and study 100 trades for this chart, what is the outcome? Is it greater than the chart that you was on? Because if so, that means that strategy works better for that particular chart, not necessarily this one. Why? Maybe because the trade that you was on is a gold trade, and the trade that you decided to look at another trade. All right, let's say you have 2 trades. Let's go back. You have 2 trades, and on gold, we talked about it. You hit 4 out of 6 last month, and you only hit 1 out of 3 this month. Well, on GBP USD, with that same strategy, you hit 6 out of 6 last month for trade totals, and the market gave you, let's say the market gave you again 3 trades this month, and you hit 2 out of 3. That is a higher percent rate than using it on gold. Why? Because maybe gold has a lot more going on in the market, has a lot more going on to the economy. It's higher volatility. All right, it moves a little faster. The spreads are bigger. All right, so now I have to move and adjust my money management so that I can profit more and lose less. All right, so you want to know what strategy works the best with what market, so that you could prevent yourself from over trading. Okay. All right. So moving on to rule number 8. Rule number 8 is to make sure your wins are bigger than your losses. We were just talking about that. Make sure your wins are bigger than your loss. You want to win more and lose less, but every loss is not a loss, it's a lesson. All right, so you work towards the best you. Don't worry about what Timmy is doing. Don't worry about what John is doing. Don't worry about the hippest trader on YouTube is doing. Don't worry about what the Swag Academy trader is doing over here. Don't worry about none of that. Worry about you and work toward the best you. All right. Win and losses come a dime a dozen. But effort, nobody can judge effort. Effort is between you and you. Effort ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. If I decide I want to be lazy, that's me. That has nothing to do with nobody else. And the great Ray Lewis said that. If you want to be lazy and you want to give up on yourself, that's you. All right, win and losses come all the time. Either you win or you lose. It happens every day. But what are you going to do about your effort? And I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to myself too. You have to work towards the best you, because people think that we see so many people succeeding and trading in the foreign exchange market, but they don't understand what they did to get there. And if you're telling somebody about a strategy, they have no clue what you're talking about. If you say something about currency, if you say something about pips, if you say something about money management, if you say something about the different phases in the market, they have no clue what you're talking about. That's not the person you need to be learning from. All right. You have to know what works from you. You want the people that's out here giving you the gem. All right, letting you know that it's okay to mess up in the market. Letting you know that, yeah, sometimes we have to step away from the market to deal with our family. Sometimes we have to step away from the market to deal with life. But the main thing is to keep going, because the effort between you and yourself is the best you can do. The best you can do. Because you don't want to go put out your best effort, right? All right, so it's your game versus your game. All right, so rule 9 to the 10 rules of trading is understand market structure. Oh my goodness. This is my favorite one right here. Understand market structure. So many people want to just get into the market because a scanner says so, because a candlestick says so, just because an indicator say so. You have to understand market structure. Structure plus candlesticks plus indicators and all these other things such as trend lines, chart patterns are all a part of market structure. Market structure is the basic highs and lows. When you add candlesticks, it helps you understand that market structure a little better. All right, if you see a tweet at the top or a tweet at the bottom and the market reverse, what does that mean? If you see highs and lows, equal highs and lows, and all of a sudden it breaks the low and continues to respect the highs, what does that mean? You have to know market structure, the candlesticks, the indicators. All right, all these are just add-ons to the market so that you can have more confidence in going in the way that you understand from market structure. All right, understand market structure. If you want to know more about market structure, come dive in with the Trench Work and Trench State Academy. All right, that's all I gotta say, because we're here for you. The basic market structure of the market can change your life. All right, so number 10, practice every day. Yeah, it's you versus you. Just like I used to say, we talking about practice, not a game. We talking about practice. Yeah, we talking about practice. We're not talking about trading live. We talking about practice. You talking about demo? Yeah, I'm talking about demo. Yeah, I'm talking about demo. We're not talking about live trading, but we talking about demo. Yeah, we talking about demo. Every day you need to practice. Practice, 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 practice. Because it's going to better you in the long run. Okay? These 10 rules are not going to fail you. They're here for you. Understand market structure. Practice, right? Make sure your wins are bigger than your losses, okay? Look, do not overtrade. We know that. We know we have to have break-even stops. All right, it's going to help us with our confidence. We know that we do not want to break our rules. It's like a diet. We want to change that diet to a lifestyle. Track our results. All right, we want to have a good trading strategy. Right? We want to start small, not start big, but start small. And we don't want to give up on ourselves. These things help us along the way. All right. So as we wrap this up with another little small recap, we're going to talk about, again, those 10 rules that we have to trading. Because, yeah, it's time for recap. 10 rules for trading. All right. 1, do not give up on yourself. 2, start small. Don't start off with $1,500,000 or $1,500. Start off with $100. I like to tell people $100 build discipline. $200 build discipline. 3, 4, 5 discipline. All right, when you start trading, actually trading the foreign exchange market, going from your demo to your live, $1,500. That started small. 1,000. That started small to trade live. You want to really trade and get capital gains, but you don't want to just jump with $1,500 off the bat and you have not even built $100 with discipline. All right, so start small. Start off in your demo, then go to the $100 or $50, and then move on to the actual live. When I say live, I mean actually putting more than just $500 in your account. Put 1,000, put 1,500. But you have to start small first before you jump to this big number. All right, so start small. Trade with a good strategy. Number 3, trade with a good strategy. All right, number 4, we have to track our results. We have to know where we start. It's like we in the gym. We don't know what we started with, and we want to know what we with now in 3 months from now, okay? Number 5, do not break your rules. changing this diet to a lifestyle. Number 6, have break-even stops so we can have those comfortability margins. All right, we want to be comfortable in the market. And to be able to build confidence, we're going to have little things into play to actually help build our confidence a little bit more, okay? Number 7, do not overtrade. All right, do not overtrade, because maybe the strategy that you're using may not produce those trades that you're looking for this month, okay? So we have to back test, okay? Number 8, make sure your wins are bigger than your losses. Number 9, understand market structure, highs and lows. Knowing what that means. Knowing the phase of the market, the stage of the market. Knowing how to actually take these market structure and make them benefits to your trading plan. All right, and number 10, practice every day. Practice every day. All right, I'm talking about practice every day. All right, so it's time to hit the trenches, baby. No more waiting around. We got the 10 rules to trading, right? What these 10 rules are, we just went over. We did a recap, and these rules are here to help you. All right, so start there. Know that you're not alone, not even in trading, whether you're starting a new career, whether you want to start writing music, whatever you're doing, you're not alone, especially here in Trenches State Academy. All right, so make sure you guys diving in a little deeper onto this mastermind and to Facebook, because it gives you more gems and things to look forward to. And come dive in with me, with the family in Trenches State Academy, because we're going to give you more than those gems that we give you on the mastermind. We're going to give you more gems onto the academy so that you can be able to not only learn it, but understand it. All right, come join our phases. Red phase, blue phase, mastery course, which is the white phase. It's here for you. All right, no matter where you want to start, we're going to start together. We're going to know that you're not alone. All right, so make sure you guys are diving into those positive affirmations, because being positive is not an easy thing, but you have to continue to watch yourself. So you got to take a bath with it every day. All right, so listen to your positive affirmations. Go dive into the P.E.G podcast, played on iHeartRadio and all major platforms, even YouTube. All right, go dive into it. There's so many people around the world that are doing things that you're doing, or are starting to do things that you're doing or you want to do, and these people can push you. All right, you have those contacts. Dive into the P.E.G podcast. We're here. All right, and as all said and done, when it comes to trading, 95% of traders lose money because they lack the understanding. They lack to keep going. So my question for you is, when you start trading, will you be here 10 years from now? Or will you just join just to get money right now? That's my question for you. All right. So look, guys, I'm glad you have dove in with me, all right, into this gym work. And now it's time to go dive into the trench work. All right. So are you ready? Because I'm ready. I'm ready to up the level a little bit more. And I appreciate you guys for diving in with me into the trenches. I'll see you there. Yeah. Let's get it. And let's go.